Alright, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video, and in today's video we are going to be going over the latest data download on JP Dokkan, of course for the new LR Cell Max. Looks really good. That unit was very anticipated. I'm surprised we didn't get him for 9th year anniversary, but I guess it's better late than never. Of course his animations and details and all that are really clean, and all that's going to be in my previous video. I'll leave a link to that on the screen because we're not going to go over Cell Max's info in this video, because we got a lot of other World Tournament units and World Tournament EZAs to go over. So, again, if you want to look at Cell Max's details and all that, if you did miss that, go check out my previous video. We got his promo movie right here. I guess we can just briefly skim through this. We don't really got to watch the whole thing. I'm sure a lot of you don't even care about that, but it's basically just his animations. They look really clean. Like I said, Cell Max, very good unit all around. These are the card arts for his SSR and then his TUR. Yeah, they look good. You know, they're all right. His LR art, though, dude, this is peak. You don't get better than this right here. I like his SSR and his TUR art, but that looks amazing. I'm definitely using that in the thumbnail. So, Cell Max with his arts overall pretty good. We got the World Tournament Awakenings and then the World Tournament EZAs. We'll go over that here in a second. New stages for Quest Mode. So, I guess this is going to be with the new AGL Bardock. Or no, we already have him on JP Dokkan. So, I guess these are just for more stones, maybe Incredible Gems, stuff like that. But we already got the AGL Bardock. So, you know, this isn't going to be something for that. But still, more Quest Mode stages. Obviously, the W, more stones that you can grind. A new stage of Super Battle Road versus Sworn Enemies. I guess that should be pretty easy. Sworn Enemies has a lot of the freezes and stuff like that, so most players probably shouldn't struggle with this, especially because it's just normal Super Battle Road. We also got a new stage of Infinite Dragon Ball History. Obviously, a good thing. You get a ton of stones with this, and they're usually very easy, so big W there. A new Extreme Super Battle Road stage versus Super Saiyan 2, or you have to bring Super Saiyan 2 units. That might be kind of tricky. Super Saiyan 2 isn't that great of a category, but if you have some specific units, I think you could get a good team going on there. So, yeah, we should be alright. Unfortunately, we didn't get the EZA for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and then the Majin Vegeta for Golden Week, so this category isn't as insane as it could have been if they would have EZA'd. But again, if you have some specific units, you should be alright. It shouldn't be that difficult. But it is Extreme Super Battle Road, so most players just bring some items. You'll be chilling. What is this? Oh yeah, the Intensifying Fights. Got stage 4 to that. Pretty good there. More stones. Stuff like that's always good, obviously. Some World Tournament banners. More World Tournament stuff. And then, obviously, the coins for the Cell Max. And then just some random assets down here. So, that's pretty much it with the data download. Now let's get into the details for the new World Tournament units. Now this is directly translated from the wiki. And actually here, let me zoom in a little so you guys can see this a little bit better. This is directly translated from the wiki, so it's not going to be exact. It's going to look a little weird, but I'm going to do my best to go over their details. So the Int Caulifla, her super attack effect is that she's stacking attack and defense and then lowering attack. Obviously stacking is very useful. Her passive is that she gets 100% to attack and defense, and then for every Universe 6 category ally on the team, she gets 20% attack and defense and then a 6% chance to crit. Okay, Universe 6 isn't in the best spot, but eventually when we get an LR Hit and LR Kefla, she'll have a pretty good team to surround her with. So, alright, I mean, that's not that bad, right? Universe 6 definitely has potential to look very good. And then when there's a Kale in the same rotation as her, 160% attack and then a high chance to dodge after she supers, I think. Okay. I mean, I guess that's good, but I don't know, only a high chance after you super. I mean, I guess paired with her stacking, that's pretty good because her stats are going to get pretty high because of the stacking. But let's see what else she has. So every time she dodges, she gets 20% the stats. And if you attack 6 or more times in battle, you will get a guaranteed additional attack, or a guaranteed additional super. Wait, no, sorry, okay. You get a guaranteed additional attack that has a high chance to become a super. So with the additionals, and then obviously her stacking, her stats are going to get very high very quickly. And she's got dodge, she's got crits as well, so her damage should be pretty impressive between the crits and additionals, and her defense should be pretty impressive between the stacking and the dodge. Not an insane unit, but overall looks pretty good. And now we got the Tech Kale, so usually you want to run these guys as a rotation together, because obviously the Caulifla needs a Kale, and then the Kale needs a Caulifla, so, you know, they should have some similarities in their kit, but we'll see here. So, stacking attack and defense, and then lowering defense on her super attack effect. Her passive is that she gets 160% the stats, and then she increases the morale. Oh, so she's supporting Universe 6 category allies by 1 key and then 40% the stats. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That instantly makes her very useful, especially because this team isn't really that great. So throwing her on there, her being a support, obviously is going to be very useful. And then attack and defense of all Pure Sand category allies on the team increased by 20%, so 20% the stats for Pure Sand units, obviously very good. And then when there's a Caulifla on the same rotation as her, 160% defense and a high chance to guard against all attacks. And then a special move is guaranteed to be activated, so I think she gets a guaranteed additional. Only a high chance to guard, that definitely does suck, but that combined with her high defense, because she's stacking, I mean, I don't know, that's a pretty good combination right there. So with her easy A, she's going to be crazy, because then the guard's probably going to go to a guaranteed guard instead of just a high chance. But for now, unfortunately, I mean, yeah, she's alright. She's not insane, but like I said, if you can get this guard off, that combined with her stacking and her reasonably high stats, as long as you have her with a Caulifla in the same rotation, which, like I said, you have a good rotation set up with her because you can just run her in the same rotation, then she could be looking pretty good. But we'll see. So then, when a special move is activated, she gets 60% the stats, so 60% the stats on Super. If you attack 6 or more times during battle, you get a guaranteed additional that has a high chance of becoming a Super. Yeah, okay. So, decent amount of additionals built in, stacking, guard, a lot of stats on Super. Yeah, she looks good. I'd say overall these guys are pretty decent. Kayle is definitely much better than the Caulifla, just briefly reading their kits, but I don't know. We'll have to see them in-game. I'll have to see what their stats are looking like and how quickly they can stack up, right? But then next up, we got the World Tournament Chi-Chi, so now we're moving on to the Easy A's, obviously. Now, I don't remember anything about this unit before her Easy A, I'm going to be completely honest, so not expecting a whole lot right here. Her super attack effect is that she gets 30% attack for 1 turn, and then I guess she just does, what do these TURs do? Supreme damage. I think that's what she's doing, because it just says extra large damage to the opponent. We don't really know what that is, but I'm pretty sure these TURs and Easy A TURs do supreme damage. But regardless, 30% attack, high chance to stun. Okay, I guess. Her passive is that she gets 150% to attack and defense. She reduces the attack and defense of the attacked enemy by 22% for 3 turns, medium chance to dodge. When HP is 50% or more, she gets 3 ki and then 150% the stats. And then when HP is 49% or below, she gets 50% attack, 40% chance to dodge. And then when a character with Son Goku is attacking as the enemy or an ally, she gets super effective against all types and a high chance of activating an additional. And she always performs 2 additional attacks, 150% to defense when attacking. And every time you attack 5 or more times in battle, an additional move will be activated, maximum to 1 per turn. Okay. Yeah, she's decent. Moving on. We got Gohan. He gets 50% attack and defense for 6 turns. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, if this guy has built-in additionals, that's really going to pair well with him. So, he gets 3 ki and 100% to stats start of turn. He gets 100% to stats on Super as well. Damn, okay. So, after you Super, this guy's going to look really good. Between this going on for multiple turns and then 100% here. And then he gets 100% attack for 3 turns after receiving an attack. And then all allies in the Android/Cell Saga category get 2 ki and 30% to stats, and an additional 3% to attack and defense for each superclass ally on the team. Okay. Good support, and so far his stats are going to be looking pretty impressive as well. Alright, not bad. Let's see what else he has. When there are 2 or less enemies, the chance of a crit increases by 58%. Okay, whatever. When there are 3 or more enemies, the attacking enemy's special move will be blocked for 2 turns. Okay, so he stuns for 2 turns. Guards all attacks when there's an ally on the Bond of Master and Disciple category participating in the rotation. Okay, he's good. Yeah, guaranteed guard as long as you have a Bond of Master and Disciple category ally, and he's a support, and his stats are going to look pretty impressive. That's pretty good. Yeah, dude, overall, I would say this guy has a really good Easy A. We'd have to see what his stats are looking like, but I don't know. Between this, and the support, and then the guard, I'm thinking he's going to be pretty good. So overall, he looks better, at least a lot better than like this unit. I don't really know what they were doing with her. I mean, she's got additionals, but that's about it. But yeah, the Gohan is definitely looking impressive. And then next up, we got the AGL Vegito. I remember this guy was a really good support beforehand, so I'm actually expecting quite a bit from this guy. So he gets 30% attack for 1 turn, and then increases allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. Pretty good there. Little support is always nice. His passive is that it gets 150% to stats, And then in slot 1, he gets 2 ki and 150% the stats and a high chance to dodge. Okay, that's good. When there's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy, he gets a guaranteed additional super. He gets 30% attack and defense, or he gives 30% the stats for super class allies. And then another 3% for every Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team. Okay, so that's pretty good. If you got a full Majin Buu Saga category team, his support's going to be very useful. 50% attack when attacking. Each time... Wait, each attack... So every attack performed, he gets 20% defense up to 100%, and then he always performs an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. Okay, yeah, he's decent. High chance to dodge, and then a reasonable amount of stats and the support, both in his passive and in his super attack effect. It's a good combination. He seems decent. Not really comparable to this Gohan. I think this Gohan is just better overall support and guard with good stats, but I'd say this guy's still pretty good. And then we got the Int Tien right here. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know this guy existed. The only Tien that I really use in this game is the World Tournament Tien, the Banner Unit one. Damn. Yeah, that's the only good Tien in the game. They doing Tien dirty, man. I don't know. They gave Yamcha a Dokkan Fest, and Tien still doesn't have one. I mean, you could do, what, Dokkan Fest Tien from... I mean, of course you could do one from Dragon Ball, but... Yeah, you could also do one from Dragon Ball Z when he fought Second Form Cell. Although, yeah, there's the 50% support Tien, the tech one. He's pretty good as well. So I guess that guy, and then the Banner Unit physical Tien from the World Tournament. Those are really the only good Tien units in the game. So they got to start doing them justice, man. Let's see how they handle this Tien. So super attack effect, 50% the stats for 9 turns. Okay. That's really good. For most events, he's basically just going to be stacking for the whole fight because you're not going to go past turn 9. So that's really good. He always performs 2 additional attacks that have a high chance of becoming a super. So between all the additionals and all the stats he's going to be getting on super, already he's looking pretty good. I would say as long as they give him some guard damage reduction dodge, bam, he's amazing. So whenever you attack 4 or more times in battle, he gets an additional super attack. Yeah, more additionals. Okay, that's good. When there's an enemy of the... maybe Turtle School? I don't know. That's my best guess. Maybe that's Turtle School? Well, whatever. When there's someone on this category, he gets an additional special move activated, so another super, and the attack of the enemy is reduced by 20% for 2 turns. He increases his own attack and defense by 40% for every youth category ally on the team. Okay, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Kid Gokus you could run next to this guy because he's on a lot of the Dragon Ball Saga teams. But look at these linking partners. I mean, he's not really linking that good with any Kid Goku. I guess maybe... Well, this guy kind of sucks. This guy kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't know. We gotta wait for, like, their Easy A, and then maybe you could have a good rotation there. But, I don't know. Overall, not looking insane. His stats might get really high, but without any guard damage reduction or dodge, I don't know. He might be struggling a little. Definitely the biggest W out of all of these is the Int Gohan right here. This guy is really good just with that guard. Granted, it is restricted, but it's guaranteed guard if there's another Bond of Master and Disciple category ally. So if you get, I don't know, who's a good Android/Cell Saga Bond of Master and Disciple unit? I don't know, Easy A Vegeta, Final Flash Vegeta, because he's on, surely he's on Bond of Master and Disciple, right? Honestly, I kind of forget. I would check if this would load. Okay, I guess it's not loading. Yeah, so I'm just going to assume he's on that category. There's a couple good options you could run next to this guy. And, you know, if all else fails, there's the LR AGL Gohan. Of course, he's very good, and he's on Bond of Master and Disciple. So you could run them as a rotation, and you could get something cooking with that. So that has been the day to download. Let me know out of everything that I went through what you're looking forward to the most. And if you're a global player, let me know out of all these things that, again, you're looking forward to the most. But we're going to have to wait a little longer because, unfortunately, they are taking forever for this goddamn sync. I don't even know why they revealed it however many months ago because, dude, it's been forever, and we still have no word on the sync. So, whatever. That's a whole nother video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.